trying to not cry at the moment, and it's really hard to not cry right now, so.
Sorry to hear that, but most successful TV shows, they try to spin off characters on their
Into the
own.
mic, you see.
Most successful TV shows, they try to spin off characters on their own. Like we thought that Zulu and Chekhov would get their own show. Or why didn't they ever do that? Why did they always try to relaunch a completely new cast? Why didn't they just start with one or two of the people?
Well, actually, I was asked to spin off a show and be the principal on it for Star Trek. But I had such a feeling of camaraderie with the group that I've been working with that it felt wrong to leave them, to leave them in the lurch. So I turned it down. I didn't feel stupid. No, I don't know why. Well, we weren't important enough. We didn't carry enough weight. And the feeling was that, Bill and Leonard were the money. The shows were made because they were involved. The financing was there because they were involved. If they had not come back at any point, they would have canceled stuff. I feel.
I'm a big Next Generation fan, so this question is a little bit about the continuity between the 7th season and the movies. I mean, how did you feel about the direction the movies went compared to like how the last episode ends with Diana and Worf being together, and then the next movie is Will and Diana getting married? I saw that.
Deanna, right?
Yeah.
Get the name right.
Yeah. My apologies. Well, how do you feel about that?
Okay, well, first of all, I hated the relationship with Worf. Hated it. I mean, really, I think the producers just wanted to watch Beauty and the Beast once too many times. First of all, he got really unclingy when he was with Deanna. He turned into this big wuss. The relationship he had with Dax over on DS9, I was really good then. I didn't call it Deep Sleep 9. I called it DS9. Okay. Listen, at least I don't call it Deep Throat 9, which is what Jonathan calls it. I never liked the relationship. I know that Michael Dorn had been trying to get his lips on mine for 7 years. I know it was his idea. I used to hear about him at conventions that he would, he'd want Troy, and he would go to Riker and say something like, "Are you through with her, sir?" I was a big fan of the Troy-Riker relationship, even though he was the stud of the galaxy and was banging every alien that came along every week. Mind you, they usually died after they'd slept with him, so they usually died after they slept with Jonathan, or Riker, I should say. But no, I didn't like the relationship. So I was actually quite pleased when it was not continued into the movies. Plus, you know what? I know Klingons are stupid, but you think even Klingons would have discovered dental floss by the 24th century? I mean, what is it with those teeth? I used to actually make him take his teeth out before we kissed. I remember the first time we had to kiss. He's my best friend in America. Michael Dorn is my best buddy. And when we were rehearsing that scene, we would get to the part where we had to kiss, and we'd go, yeah, let me kiss, okay. But then actually in the scene when we had to kiss, he started making these like weird animal noises. So at the end of it, I said to him, "Dorney, was that you, or was that Worf?" And he just smiled and walked away.